Hello everybody and welcome back to another Tom MacDonald Reaction. And today we're checking out another one of his spoken words. We're checking out Tom MacDonald's spoken word, Anxiety. Now, we are nearing the end of our Tom MacDonald journey. If anything, one thing I like to do on this channel is I like to keep loyalty to all the artists we check out. And I think I've shown that. This Tom MacDonald journey has been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Diving into all his music and his past and everything has just been... well, it's been one hell of a journey. What are we, like 80 songs? 80 songs now? And we've got only a few more left to go now. We've got a couple more spoken words. I think there's 4 maybe on YouTube. So there'll be 2 more after this one. We've got number 7. And I believe we've got Act 1 and Act 2. Am I missing any? If not, I think that's it. It's a bit sad, really. Now... Anxiety. I've got a funny feeling a lot of you and me, myself included, are going to be able to relate heavily to this one. For those of you who don't know, with these spoken words, I like to do more of an intense breakdown of the lyrics, because obviously it's all about the lyrics, it's all about the words, it's not a song. So I like to, dive into it more, and I also like sharing a bit more about me, being a bit more personal with you guys as well in these ones. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with this one. One thing I do suffer with is social anxiety. I don't like meeting new people. I really struggle meeting new people. When I first met my wife, she was trying to introduce me to her family and her friends, and I got good at like pretending, but oh man, it was not nice. I think for me as well, I don't like drink or go to parties or do much like that sort of stuff. So when I'm being brought into the atmosphere, I really struggle. It's like really out of my comfort zone. So yeah, that's sort of like, I don't do well with that sort of stuff. But if for some reason any of you ever see me walking down the street, do not let that deter you from coming up and saying hi, because I will always have the time of day for all of you people. Any of you. If any of you ever happen to just see me walking around, just come over and say hi. Just come over and say hi. I want to always be one of those people. Always one of those people. There would be no me without you guys. So if you ever see me, come over and say hi. If we're near some, like an ice cream truck or an ice cream shop, I'll buy you an ice cream. I want to be known as the guy who buys people ice cream. I like that idea. Anyway, enough of my waffling bollocks. Let's jump into Tom MacDonald, Anxiety.
I wake up feeling panicked. My pills are in the cabinet. Takes all the strength I have to just ignore them as I pass it. Man, I hope this feeling passes soon. Been helling back, it's barely noon. I'm scared to go outside. Shit, I'm surprised I even left my room. And it feels like no one understands how bad I'd love to join my friends. It's hard to breathe, I'm anxious, and I'll end up staying home instead. The doctor hasn't helped me much. He signs his name, I buy the drugs. I'm feeling weird, I take one out, it makes me feel comfortably numb.
When was this released? Let's have a look. Exit full screen, 13th of June 2018. Alright, so pre-COVID. This was before COVID. Because at first, the way he's talking about not being able to go outside, I assume that that's what he was talking about in this video. He was talking about how COVID's locked him inside and he would rather go outside, but he's not able to. That's what I thought. Also, a little insight into what's happening behind the scenes. I am currently saving up as many pennies as I can to upgrade my setup again. And the mic Tom is using right there looks like the mic I'm trying to buy, which is a Shure SM7B or something like that. And it's like the highest recommended mic. And it looks a lot like that one. So I just thought I'd point that out for people behind the scene. I am trying to upgrade my setup as we go along. Just trying to make things a little bit better for you guys. Currently I record all of these on my phone and I have to transfer the data over. Eventually I'd like to have a camera set up permanently. So a monitor will be here, which is what I'm working on getting this month if I can afford it. And then my laptop, so I record these on my laptop, will be here. And then I can have my monitor, my laptop, a camera, and then the mic over here will be coming in. And then eventually, a tower will replace the laptop, but that will be way in the future because they're going to be crazy expensive. And as many of you know, I don't really make any money from YouTube, so...
She signs his name, I buy the drugs. I'm feeling weird, I take one out, it makes me feel comfortably numb. Man, I can't handle my emotions like I used to, it's all different now. I start to sweat, I feel confused, my fingers shake, my heartbeat pounds. And I'm feeling claustrophobic every time the closet closes because my skeletons are in there, so I have to leave it open. I'm just nervous over nothing, even shit I can't control. I used to love to be in public, now I'd rather be alone.
One thing I find interesting as well, which I don't know if we've spoken about a lot, but is when Tom's having these songs, when Tom's like talking about battling with his demons, he has that like over voice on his sound. So he's talking, but there's like a demonic Tom talking over him as well in the background. And it's whenever he talks about like struggling or battling or coping with something, he has that. So it's sort of like his inner demons trying to take control, and he's like fighting with them a little bit. That's how I perceive it, at least. He always seems to have that. It's very intelligently done, very well done as well. Also, in this light and in this video, it kind of reminds me a bit of Dan Vansk. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's like a YouTuber who does like metal covers of like Disney songs. He's brilliant.
It's over nothing, even shit I can't control. I used to love to be in public, now I'd rather be alone. And even though it's difficult, it's probably for the best. If I didn't make a change, I would have drank myself to death. Then I wake up feeling better than I did the day before. But then it hits me out of nowhere and almost knocks me to the floor. A heaviness, a readiness to get back into bed. A sadness that I can't explain, a cloud over my head. My deepest, darkest fears feel like they're filling up an ocean, and I'm floating on the surface with no hope to keep me going. I've been down on myself. Man, I forgot how to believe in me. I never asked for help, now I just struggle with it secretly.
I never asked for help, now I struggle with it secretly. I've been down in myself, I never had the strength to believe in me. Now that is something that not only I can relate to, but I imagine a few of you can relate to as well. I feel like that a lot. My wife's constantly kicking my ass about it, because all the time I have those same conversations with her where I am talking to her about YouTube or anything, and this is literally turning into like a dream. And I do this for fun. I do these videos for fun. I enjoy it. It's like an outlet for me. It's, you know, I work 8 hours a day and it's stressful, and you know, it's hard work, and then I make these videos after work and at the weekend as an outlet. That's what I do. It never made much money from it. I still don't make much money from it. Like most of the artists I react to, obviously the money goes to them, because that's how YouTube works. If you react to music and you've got music in your videos, you don't make money from that video. That's how it works. So I barely make any money. I just do this for fun. It was never about the money. But now I'm looking at it and it's like, this could become something one day. Maybe. You know, I don't know. I never thought it could. And I'm looking at family, I'm thinking that. But I'm constantly putting myself down about it all the time. My wife's like, you should just look at it. And I'm like, I am looking at it, but you know, tomorrow it could all be gone and this and that, and it drives her crazy. So I completely relate to what Tom is saying when he says he doesn't have the strength to believe in himself. I feel like that most days, and I know I shouldn't, but it's so hard to overcome that. And I imagine a few of you maybe feel like that as well, and it's just making me realize how strong Tom really is to be able to do these. And I feel like this is a sort of therapy for him, where he makes these spoken words. You know, he's got a lot going on in his mind, and he wants to sort of vent, and he uses these spoken words as a way of doing that. But one thing you need to remember about these people is, I may talk about myself and I may vent, but you know, this video will get a few hundred views, and Tom MacDonald's video's got 1 million views. This guy went out there in front of 1 million people, shared himself to the world, opened up like this. I can't imagine ever doing that. If this video gets 1 million views, it's scare the crap out of me. But I can't imagine ever having the strength to do that to so many people, to just open up about who you are and how you're feeling to the entire world. That takes crazy amount of strength.
I wish that it was something I could sweep under the carpet. Trying to hide it all the time only makes the battle harder. Man, I lived a lot of moments that I probably should have cherished. Now they seem so far away from me. I'm angry and embarrassed. I can't even tell my parents. They don't need to keep on worrying. My mama and my papa don't deserve to have to bury me. I hope the pills I have will hold me over for a while. I'll keep searching for the strength to find my smile.
So it sounds like he got some new pills, right? It sounds like he got some new pills, some like anxiety coping pills. Sounds like something I could use. And he was like discussing how he was feeling, why he felt like he needed these new pills, and what he's hoping these pills are going to achieve. And that's sort of how this song was brought about. Well, not song, spoken word, obviously. Poetry, slam poetry in my eyes. That's what it feels like, a little bit more rehearsed, but slam poetry nonetheless. That's what I get. We don't really have that in the UK. Don't really have any of that sort of stuff. At least if we do, I don't know about it. But then again, I don't live in the city, so it's impossible for me to know. And obviously a lot of I mean, in the UK, how it works with YouTube. So I mean, I'll just fill you guys in. I like these videos, these spoken words. Obviously, it's a bit different. I like these being more personal, more open. I don't know what you guys think, but that's how I like keeping them. I like looking at Tom and then sort of doing the comparison to you guys, to me, and sort of feeling what he's feeling, going through the same thing he's going through. But I'll let you guys like a few little stories. So how YouTube works in the UK is you kind of, it's very, very hard to make, like, there's no, but I don't know how to explain it. There's no new YouTubers in the UK. They don't exist. It's very, very rare you get a new UK YouTuber. It doesn't really happen here. And most of them, if not all of them, live in London. So anything anything that happens in London. Anything that happens in the city. Like slam poetry, all that sort of stuff, all the events, everything happens in the city. All YouTubers as well live in the city. The biggest YouTubers in the UK. I don't even know why I'm going off on this tangent, but for some reason I am. But there you go. One of my random rants. But yeah, it's not really a rant. The biggest YouTubers in the UK, like the Sidemen and all the people that surround them, and yeah, they all live in London, and then you've got a few others maybe live in Bristol as well, and that's about it really. But what I mean is, if you don't live in the city, the reason that I went on down on this tangent is, if you don't live in the city, you sort of you miss out. You're sort of slow. You're behind on a lot of the culture. I don't know if you guys feel like that sometimes wherever you guys are from, but if you don't live in the city in the UK, you're behind a little bit on everything, and you're outside a little bit on everything. Like no one really knows who you are. It's you're sort of just maybe like a few years behind, and that's what it feels like. So all this sort of stuff, I'd love to go and see other people who feel like this talking about it in this sort of setting. And I know some of you maybe have that locally, but yeah, I don't. And have you guys ever gone to like a slam poetry place and seen people? Do they talk about this sort of stuff? Is this deep and this personal? Do you think you could have the strength to say this in front of that many people? It seems like crazy to me. It seems crazy that Tom can do this. It just makes me so proud. I know these videos are a bit weird, aren't they? They're a bit weird. They're just me. It's more like a live stream. It's just me having a chat with you guys. I kind of like it. Also, on the note of that, for those of you who don't know, I do have a second channel where I do some live streams on there, and I'm also doing some reaction videos to Tom MacDonald with my wife. So if you guys want to check out that, the link is in the description. Just gonna throw that in there. I'm gonna try and do a live stream this weekend as well. So stay tuned for that, because it's nice. I sort of, at the moment, I don't have a setup, so eventually I'll have, like I said, the camera, the monitor, and that sort of stuff. I won't be recording it on my phone, so I can't, and I don't have internet up here at all. So all these videos are like preloaded, so I can't really live stream. That's why the last live stream was like not great. But yeah, eventually, hopefully, I'll have internet up here and kind of monitor and set up, and then when I get the camera and the mic, I'll be able to do proper live streams, which will be really cool. But at the moment, because I'm recording this, it's pre-recorded on my phone, can't really do a live stream, because if my phone was connected to the internet live streaming, I wouldn't be able to see myself unless I had my laptop connected to the internet live streaming as well, and I would have the worst connection ever, because I have two devices taking up the bandwidth upstairs, so it wouldn't work. Which is why I could just about do it from my laptop's camera, which, as you guys saw, was pants, and because the connection wasn't great, it's pants too. So I'm working on it, but eventually when there's a whole setup here, it'd be really cool to have like some proper live streams and chat with you guys. It's just cool. I don't know why I'm going off on these tangents. Look at me. Are any of you still watching this? man, I kind of like this. It's a bit random. It's just, I think for me, it's just seeing Tom MacDonald open up about this much. It's just made me want to chat. That's what I feel like. It's made me feel like if he can do it, I should talk about myself a bit more, open up a bit more, and it's just making me so proud of him. And I think that's why I feel like I'm just sharing some stories. But yeah, anxiety. I mean, I imagine a lot of you guys feel this one. You're not alone. You're really not. You're really not. And it's a killer, anxiety, because anxiety is the destroyer of fun in your life, of happiness in your life, because anxiety takes away all the joy out of so many joyous actions, going out with friends or family, or doing a fun activity, going to the cinema, going skydiving, anything like that, having a conversation with someone, having a chat with a girl or a guy you like, anything like that. Anxiety sucks out the fun of that action. It's an evil thing. And if you weren't anxious, you didn't have anxiety, all those things that I just mentioned would be considered nothing but like really fun, really like, oh man, yeah, I'd love to do all those things. But for a lot of people, I imagine watching this video right now, anxiety is one of these things where you don't feel like that. All those things I just mentioned seem scary and daunting rather than exciting and fun. And it just sucks. So if there's pills that can help, and they actually help, then I hope they do, because like I said, it literally changes everything from this dark, anxious, don't want to do that sounds horrible and scary, to something positive and fun. So I don't know the outcome of this, but I'm hoping it helped. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this random fucking waffling video. I like doing this. If you guys like this sort of format, let me know. If you want me to just do more of a lyrical breakdown on the next one, then I will. You know, these videos are for you guys as much as they're for me, so let me know what you prefer. Anyway, I love each and every one of you, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, look after yourselves and each other, stay real, and as always, my friends, you will see me in the next one.